Uh-oh, who took all my Thursday and made it all spooky? Happy Thursday, Clever Coop family. How are you on this lovely evening? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm wearing glasses today because I was starting to feel like a little sleepy guy, but that's halfway because contacts make your eyes all dry and sleepy, and so I was just like, I'm still gonna do the thing, but I'm just wearing glasses today, so there we go. Hi everyone, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. If you're new here, hi, my name is Damien. I'm a voice actor, Twitch streamer. You may also know me from the YouTube channel Smosh. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and lately we've been doing a little something called Spooky Thursdays. Can't wait. So it's good to see y'all. Thank you for being here. How's everybody doing? I filmed with Smosh today, and I got home kind of late, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a sleepy guy. Oh, but no, I'm here, and today we're gonna be continuing on Slay the Princess, which is a really awesome game. I tried it out for the first time last Thursday for our return of Spooky Thursdays, and it was awesome, and I can't wait to share it with y'all again. Hey, thank you so much to Fluffy Cloud for dropping our first sub bomb of the day. Dropping 5 flipping gift subs to Mr. Assassin 3 times. Wake Up Maggie May, Kamimi Bamimi, there we go. Incredible Waddy, and then Barf Baby. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you. That was very, very nice of you. If you are new here, I do read out tips with messages attached. I read out sub bombs as they are dropped. Thank you so much. New subscribers as they roll in, and then resubscribers all at the end of the stream, so it's not too much of a break and flow. That being said, don't feel like those are necessary whatsoever. While I do appreciate that, and it's very nice, and the support from this community has very much changed my life, and I thank you for that. You can hang out here for free. I still talk to the chat for free, so especially if you are a youngin' or if times are tough, please take care of yourself first. It's very important. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Fast Delicious, thank you for the 100 bits. Bombs on Bombs says in the creed, hey, the only good time for that to be stated. Thank you for the sub bombs. Appreciate you. We got Kabralski asking, do you have another tattoo lined up? I do. I have got the appointment. Still considering exactly what I want done, or maybe if I should wait a little longer, but I do have the appointment just in case. That being said, I'm not going to share super specific stuff right now, just because, you know, if I share the artist or the time or what I'm getting, you never know. Sometimes people can be a little bit too invasive, and you know, you don't want to give your location and time anytime. It's a bummer, but you got to be careful. I'm playing Ye Olden Arkham Knight. Ah, yes, Ye Olden Arkham Knight, when Batman has a blade. That's cool as hell. Love that. Darth Namari. My first live stream, glad to be here. Well, we're glad you're here too. We were waiting around. We were like, something feels like it is missing. I don't like streams lately. And now all of a sudden, boom, here you are. And we're like, oh my God, of course. It was you this whole time. Just joined Love the Glasses. Thank you, Barry. Appreciate it. I could use a new prescription, but I was like feeling sleepy. And yeah, it's sometimes helpful to just wear these and not have contacts. Gonna be cooking, so I'll be lurking. Ooh, I love that. Let us know what you're cooking, or don't. It's your life and you don't have to do anything. I also want to thank a couple of people for sub bombs real quick. We got Michelle Freaky Miller dropping 5. Thank you so flippin' much, Michelle Freaky Miller, for gifting to Magikarp XXL, Pine Tree Petey, Turkadirk, Non RN, and then MX Geist. Thank you so much for doing that. I greatly appreciate you. We have got Katya Rose dropping 8 flippin' gift subs. Let's go. Thank you very much, Katya Rose, for gifting to It's Lemon Tree, Molds XL, Chloe's Boba Mochi, Trisha Bug, Rinwood Finch, Zulius, and then Vecna's Earhole, as well as Neutral Cake. Katya Rose, thank you. 8 is such a specific number. Ryan, as you streaming at our table at Emo Night. Hey, Koo. Hey, what's up, Plantface? Plantface is currently DJing. That's wild to me that you're doing the both. That's crazy. My goal is to, at some point in the eve, have my speech patterns line up exactly with Black Parade from My Chemical Romance, and you just go like, hold on, listen close. You can tell that it lines up at a certain point. That's going to be the whole thing. Drinking some emergency so I get my vitamins. Just being careful, you know. Just being careful, you know. Cat sitting today while playing Sims 3. Oh, that sounds delightful. We love a good multitasking. We love a good multitasking. Also, while I have y'all here, hey, we have got a new announcement. For whatever reason, it's not on social media yet, but I know it's on their website, so I can say it. I'm going to be at DreamHack Atlanta. That's right, DreamHack Atlanta is October 4th, 5th, and 6th, I think, where I'll be playing D&D live on stage, and while I'm not doing that, I will be available for signing stuff at booths and tables, so, woo! So there you go. That's the next thing I wanted to announce. Again, the social post isn't there, but it's on their website, so here we go. Yeah, I'll be able to return to Atlanta. That's going to be wild. For those of you that don't know, I was raised in Georgia, so it's been a minute. It'll be really interesting. So yeah, but I'm excited to announce that, and hopefully some of y'all will be there. That'd be really cool. Let's see here. Faustalicious dropping 100 bits. Thank you so much for doing that. As well as Funny Farm Felix also dropping 100 bits. Thank you very much. Y'all, I will hop into the game soon. I promise if you're new here, this isn't all that I do. But thank you so much for the sub bombs, y'all. I greatly appreciate it. Twatha dropping 5. Thank you flipping much for doing that, Twatha. Gifting new copper, Cabell, Jump Little Children, VSVS 0808, Ifarox or Lifarox, and then Christine 13 Silence. Thank you very much, Twatha. I appreciate that a lot. Would be awesome if you did Dimension 20 with Brennan. That dynamic would be fun. I did see that Brennan was going to be there. That's super cool. I'm going to be playing with 6 Sides of Gaming. So no plans to play with Brennan right now, but I've met Brennan a couple times. This is Brennan from Dimension 20. I've met him a couple times. He's very, very nice and a very intelligent individual and cool to talk to. Demo Nacho dropping 3 flipping gift subs. Let's go. Thank you, Demo Nacho, for gifting to Arcs Angel, Sunflash Kid 84, and then Puka Darkblade. Thank you so much, Puka Darkblade, the defender of the shores, the surfer with the puka shells, but also they battled wagons. Also, can we just acknowledge real quick, last time we played Slay the Princess, I don't think I made any jokes like, hello, princess. I think I'm starting to like swing the princess. I didn't do any of that, so I'm gonna be doing that a lot today, probably. Yeah. No, says Mochi Flower. Ew, says Little B. Well, it's happening. It's gonna break up the spookiness, is what it's gonna do. You're gonna go spooky, and then we're gonna go cringe, and then we're gonna go heartfelt, and then excited, and then spooky again, then cringe again, and then we're gonna double down on cringe. Many Rainbows is dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Many Rainbows is gifting to ARG252, Lovely Mackenzie, Panda Dudes, Craws, and then DSam9887. Thank you so much, and thank you for the hype train, y'all. That was very, very nice of you. This is the part of the month, I guess, where things sort of like redo, so you always have like a big drop in subs, and now they're right back up. So thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. We got Hortuary gifting a sub to Elect Guitars. Thank you so much. I voted for guitars. And then finally, we got Leah Bug 212 dropping 5 flipping gift subs as well. Gifting to Fighting Center, Galaxy Pug, Whoop Time, Usagi 8048, and then Anais00. Thank you so flipping much. I greatly appreciate you for that. Y'all, that was very, very kind of you, and thank you. For anyone who's new here, again, you don't have to sub. It's nice if you do, and that's very sweet. Please feel free to hop into the Discord once you've subbed, because that's the main thing, but also thank you just for the support. All right, y'all. Today, yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing Slay the Princess. I've been dealing with some low energy lately. I think just post-COVID. I don't know what it is exactly, but just had almost no energy. So, I'm glad that I'm streaming tonight. It may not be the longest stream in the world, but it's going to happen. It is happening, in fact, right now. Slay the Princess, if you didn't see it last time, it's really, really cool. I will get you caught up as much as I can. It's sort of like a visual novel, story-based game where you just sort of make your decisions and go from there. So that'll be pretty darn interesting. So yeah, what's today's shirt? This is from Cloak Brand. It was their like tarot card drop from Cloak Brand. So yeah, pretty excited about that. Sorry, just thirsty. Goodness. All right. I do see some tips have rolled in. I will check those in a little bit, but we're probably going to start the game first. Wayward Jaybird, thank you so much. The VOD is up from last week, too, if anyone wants to watch after tonight's stream. Yes, if you want to watch part 1 of Slay the Princess, that's up on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. What are we drinking today? Emergency. Just emergency. Getting those vitamins, getting those minerals. I'm trying to dress my 12-foot skeleton like that shirt. Funny enough. Really? That's wild. That's super funny. Well, cool beans. Love that. We also have some new subscribers subscribing on their own. Everybody please give a spicy Clever Coop welcome to SLB, Jimmy Soul, Eddie Wright, Chris Neth, Brenna Liz, and then Possum Faking Dead. Thank you so flippin' much. I greatly appreciate you. It's very, very, very nice. Question, is Blackcraft Cult a sponsor? No, they're not a sponsor. I just get a lot of their shirts because they end up having like shirt sales where it's like $10 to $12 shirts, stock up. And I'm like, stock up? I shall. So yeah, if only, but no, they're not. Oh well, womp womp. Any hoozle. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. I'm excited to hop in. Like I said, I filmed a Smosh today. It was very, very fun. Why does the font look like Warcraft though? For this or for Blackcraft? I guess you wouldn't see this. So yeah, I guess Blackcraft. I don't know. I guess there's only so many fonts you can do. And if you're just like epic, cool fantasy vibe, then that would have to be it. Alrighty, let's see here. Sorry, energy's been low. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, thank you. Me too. Trying to figure it out because at first I was like, oh, I'm not getting enough sleep. And then I started getting enough sleep and I was like, ooh, I wake up feeling like it's time for sleep. So, but I'll figure it out. I think I'm going to go to the doctor next week or something just to be like, yeah, let's make sure everything is okay. But honestly, like I said, I had COVID about 2 months ago. So like, that is the thing that happens. Sometimes people just lose their energy capacity and got to ride it out. It is what it is. Getting Ash Ketchum vibes from the backwards cap. Yeah, I have been taking a lot of animals lately and keeping them in little capsules. I feel like they like it there. And then I keep them in my computer forever. And that's kind of just the way nature goes. I'm part of it now. Kira Delaney dropping 5 flippin' gift subs. Thank you very much for that. I greatly appreciate you. Before we hop into the game here, thank you. Gifting to Threat Level Midnight, VZZV, Carbwib, Bin Changbin 93, and then Dat Keith MC1. Thank you. Appreciate you a lot. That was very, very nice of you, Kira Delaney. Hope you've been doing well. All right. Hey, it's Maricia, or Maricia. Yeah, Maricia says, dude, I just started watching Delicious in Dungeon, and it's awesome. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. It's definitely one of the things I'm proudest of in terms of voice acting. So that's very, very nice of you. Thank you. Oh, also, random thing. 2 random things. One, I've got a sponsored stream next week that's actually something I wanted to play anyway, and it's going to be a very, very long stream. So keep your eyes and ears posted and peeled for all of that. I'll share it when I can. Hey, what's up? Black Purist, shout out Black Purist. I got your text. I haven't had a chance to respond yet, but yes. What's up, Azim? Good to see you. Shout out Black Purist. Alrighty, and then also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been more and more into Magic the Gathering lately, and I did order too many boxes of the set that is coming out next week. So I think for one of them, I might open up some packs on stream. I know some of y'all don't know Magic the Gathering super well, but it's always the fun aspect of like, do we get a rare thing? Do we get the rare thing? So, you know, I might do that. The horror one? Yeah, the horror one. This next set is Magic the Gathering. Like every set that comes out is based off like a new realm. Like, oh, this realm sort of looks like what we would consider like ancient Egypt, and this realm looks like, you know, it's more like modern, you know, Gangs of New York style. Well, this one's all horror movies, like 80s horror, Stranger Things vibe. I'm like, oh man, yes, exactly, Demonacho. Another excuse for the signing cam right here, the extra webcam that I've got here. So grand old time it shall be. All right. Let's hop into the game in a second here. Slay the Princess. So if you don't know, it is a visual novel. It's very much a your choices matter, and our first time playing it was last week, so we'll get you caught up as quickly as possible, but should be a grand old time. Should have been a grand old time. The secret layers have Chucky, Ghostbusters, and other stuff. I didn't know that, Fluffy Cloud. Secret lair stuff is tough with Magic the Gathering lately. Anyone who's not familiar, sometimes they make a special drop on the website where they'll do special art with certain cards, or they'll collaborate with something else. Like they just did Monty Python and the Holy Grail. But I think they need to get their bot and scalper issue in order, because they sell out almost immediately now, and then you see them for sale for twice the price everywhere else, even on like the TikTok shop. And I'm like, it's a cool thing, but if people are gonna ruin it for everybody, I kind of don't want to do it anymore, you know. Are you more playing or collecting side to Sleepy Little Rider? A little bit of both. A little bit of both. What I did do recently. So what I did do recently is I'm not super great at Magic the Gathering. Like, I don't tend to win. You know, it's fun to play and it's not about winning, but just for the record, I don't tend to win. I don't have the best cards. I don't follow everything as much as a lot of my other friends do. So like, so it goes. So what I ended up doing was like, I'm going to start like sleeving my cards in like the most like anime waifu style sleeves of just like cat made, like, and then I'll get like a play mat that's also the same vibe. So if I can't win, I can at least be the cringiest. And I'm going to take it real seriously while also being like super cringe anime, whatever. Otome Cafe says, what a power move. Look, I mean, weebs have these hidden powers and we don't always use them. Sometimes we hold back. Sometimes you gotta flex on everybody and be like, yeah, these actually are the Hatsune Miku Special Racing Edition card sleeves. I absolutely ordered them special from Japan. Oh, you just have normal clear sleeves that you bought here on Amazon? Fool. Leave Hatsune Miku out of this? Oh, no. Hatsune Miku will be my strongest ally in battle. Unfortunately, that's just the way it's going to have to be. But thank you so much for being here, y'all. I'm stoked to hop into Slay the Princess. It's gonna be great. Will Fedora be involved? No Fedora, but I did see, I got some targeted ads for like baseball caps that have cat ears attached. So I'm like, if I'm gonna lean into the cringe, dog, maybe. Don't be sleeve shaming. I'm not. I'm just pointing out how other people's are pretty basic and pretty not cool. And they don't have any Hatsune Miku on them. Well, mine will, actually. All right. It's gonna be kind of sick. Being the most cringe Magic player is a high bar. I wish you luck. You know what? Quaff the Waven. I love that. Yeah, you're right, actually. I maybe will not be able to be the most cringe out there, but I can at least be the most cringe in the group that I'm playing with. So there you go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hop into the game here now, because like I said, it'll probably be a shorter stream. Excuse me, because I've been a bit of a sleepy guy. But before we do that, I've got a little bit of a stream tradition that I've got to fulfill here, called the question of the day. And the question of the day today is... I'm waiting for the music again. Music, hello? Music, hello? There we go. Who do we have in the chat today? We got Magic Violet, Cosmic Hannah, I Am Bradical. We got a Faustalicious, Cute, Skelly, Alyssa Sweet, Phoebe. We got Kitsa 20, Amiana KC, Axel Hearts, Resplendent Reveries, Camille, Kaze 9. We got Troubled, Lady HRE. We got Estelle Bond, Barry with a bunch of numbers, Grumpy Penguin, Melis Ween, Sleepy Little Rider. We got Jenna Official, Virtual Boy Scout. We got Darkwing 1, Orphan of Gwyn. What is up to Tiny Purple Dino, Otome Cafe, Topher 13, KDHD, and Auti. We got the Bog Witch, Ty Tick Guy. What is up to Grilled Cheese Panic, Cast Games, Zalia Blackthorn, Hyatt's Forest. We got Schmizonium, Itzy's Code, Crooked Eye. We've got Gretelbert. We got Daydream, Emily, Barry with a bunch of numbers. I think I already said that. Nina Paperclip. What is up to Rennie 47? What is up to Musical Mayhem? What is up to Lucky Rabbit's Butt? Lol. What is up to Darth Halen, or Death Halen, excuse me, Nick Michelle, Helena Mortema, Jay Newcomb, Red Zinnia. What is up to Ember Topaz, Riven Rosewar, Kojanon. We got Elias. What is up to Many Rainbows, Wim Kalu, Teal Dragons, Drew Me This Way, E. Cunningham, Technomancer, FX2K. What is up to Julia Grace, Gila Free, Cheeto 2, R. We got Barf Baby, Katja Rose, Pam with a bunch of numbers, 1 miles per hour, Frolicking Bean, the Misco Moe Quay, too many to count. That's right, folks. There are too many people here for science to count. Science doesn't actually even have that many numbers, but I'll tell you what, if I didn't say hi to you right off the bat, I'm sure I'll see you at some point during the stream. So hang out and lurk, hang out and chat, hang out and use me as background noise for the thing that you still needed to get done today and you still haven't even started. All that I ask is that you please just peep those extremely basic chat rules, because they're super basic, like don't spam, be respectful, don't spoil the game. But our mods are here. Shout out mods. Our mods are here and they work very hard and they volunteer to be here and they don't have to be here and they still choose to be. So let's not make things particularly more difficult this time in general. So thank you. All right, it's time to play Slay the Princess. Excuse me, Slay the Princess. Let's get it loaded up. All right, so Slay the Princess. If you weren't able to join last time, it is a choose-your-own-adventure game, and there's a bit of a mystery vibe to it. We don't exactly know what's going on right now. We don't exactly know what's going on right now. I will say this, it is dark. It is Spooky Thursday, so like any horror game, yeah, there's going to be some dark themes. It's going to be a spooky little situation. Let's see here. But yeah, basically what we have discovered so far from the first time we've taken on this game, this is a love story. There are no wrong decisions. There are no premature endings. There is only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. I don't think the flickering images need to be turned off for a second time. I think we're good. Yeah, we're still good. All right, so it is a decision-based game. And from what we discovered the first time, we decided to play it like super vanilla, super heroic last time. Where basically we're told we've got to slay a princess. And we're like, why? Why slay this princess? She hasn't done anything wrong. I don't understand. We're not going to do that. We're going to save the princess. And we're going to save all these things. And after we completed that whole grouping of tasks, we ended up in this sort of like post-reality situation with this monster telling us to keep going and keep trying to do these things. So the next time we ended up doing everything completely opposite. We would do the opposite of anything anyone said, and the same thing happened again. Sort of the world broke, and it was like, keep going, find new perspectives, find different paths. And so we just kept doing that good stuff. Top sub-gifter stuff need to be removed. Yeah, you're right. I need to move all the things. This should be down here. Didn't I need to be... I think we're good. I think I'm good down here. Yeah. Yeah, so it was all very interesting and very spooky. We're still not entirely sure about what's going on, but it's pretty exciting, and it'll be cool to figure it out together. I will say that we, as the people making the decision, are a separate character from the hero. Sometimes they talk to the hero, sometimes the hero talks to us. It's interesting. Natalie's Girl, thank you for dropping 100 bits. And then also, excuse me, Nate's Little Girl. There we go. Nate's Little Girl 5. Thank you very much. We've also got Lemony Drew dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Let's go. Thank you very much, Lemony Drew. I appreciate you. Lemony Drew is gifting to Stuart Bui, Teeny Bobini, King Freya, Chuns, and then SJ on. Thank you, Lemony Drew. All right. Appreciate that. Let's hop into the game here. This was... So we had just finished a run. And I think we've completed 3 runs now, 3 different perspectives. And so it's our job to find a new spot. So I turned off all the voices so that we're reading them out. I am reading them out, and it'll be a grand old time. People who have tipped, I will read them out in between runs. I see I've missed close to 8 now. So thank you, goodness. And then we got Hyatt's Forest gifting a sub to Phoebe24. A very spicy welcome to you, Phoebe. I know you've been in chat a long time. Thank you very much, Forest. Alrighty. Let's hop on in. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. So we get to sort of choose now. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's doing this is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? You know what? We haven't done a run of, like... Actually, okay. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Let's do that. Or there's silent. You know what? There's options to stay silent. I wonder if I stay silent the whole time. I'm curious. I'm gonna do that. Oh, Viva la Revolution. You know what? Black Purist. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go bad boy run. We're gonna be French, exactly. We're gonna be French, and we're gonna do a murder. I think I'm starting the white swing of princess. That's gonna be in my head a lot. That's the spirits. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. You're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So that's what I mean. They're talking to us, the player, whereas, you know, the hero is not us, but we're sort of controlling them. Yeah. Proceed into the cabin. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty. The floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Take the blade. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. Enter the basement. Ooh. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Excuse me, the air feels damp and heavy, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs. Who's there? She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down there. Don't let it fool you. It's all a part of the manipulation. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. No, I think I'm just going to continue down the stairs. Good. You're listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? We're basically being told in every run that if we don't kill this princess, the entire world is going to end. And we've gone back and forth, you know, in the different runs of like, how do we know this? And they're like, well, you don't. But you can either, you know, gamble it on one person's life and the whole world could go away, or at worst, you kill one person and the whole world's safe, you know? It's wild. It's wild. Focus on the task at hand. And you there? Are you here to kill me or something? Okay. Yeah. Caught me. I'm here to slay you. That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife and maybe the two of us can talk things out. She's right. We shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. I'm going to tighten my grip. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade. You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be. You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve. Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You know, I am going to just keep going for it. It doesn't feel right, but we've already done 3 runs where we completely fought against this, so... Sorry, can we just chalk? I'm not dropping the blade. Are you sure she's not armed? Or drop the blade. I'm not dropping the blade. Then I'm not talking to you. I'm gonna hesitate for a second. I feel like it's only natural. Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade. You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you? Squint at the princess even harder. Be like, We're gonna mean mug her. You squint even harder. And she squints at me. And I squint at her. And she squints at me. And I squinted her, and she squints at me. Well done, Azim. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. We're going to have to make a choice. You can't just keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink. I'm gonna slay the princess. It feels so weird. Oh, I'm gonna do it though. Ooh. Counter! Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. I do want to point out something we noticed last time. This is a sort of inhuman arm, and there's feathers down here and claws. We are some kind of not human situation. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy sh! That hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. Again, it's a horror game, there's gonna be blood, just letting people know. We can still turn this around. Finish the job. Oh, I don't have the option to give up because that is clearly a path we've already taken. Finish the job. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart. Oh. The two of you fall to the floor. This was fun. The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end? But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark and you die. Womp womp. Chapter 2, the adversary. So that's usually how it goes. Either we die or the princess dies in the first round, and then it gives us a chapter where there's us, there's the voice of the hero, and then there's a third new voice, depending on whose perspective, just sort of, from what we can gather, just sort of died in this last round. So that's a whole thing. Pretty interesting. In between chapters, let me really quickly read out some tips. Thank you so much, y'all, for the generosity. We got many rainbows drop in. 666 bucks, and 69 cents. Nice. Thank you very much, many rainbows. Saying, haven't been around lately because I closed on my new house a month ago. Congratulations, that's huge. So every day I have off from work, I'm spending time painting and getting the house ready for move-in, but have missed the coop and our chief. Well, thank you so much. I think that's incredible. What a cool accomplishment. Obviously, painting and home stuff takes priority. You gotta live your life. Also, just whether it's a home or like moving in general, if you don't do the stuff early, does anyone else have like boxes that stay with you from move to move to move? Because I do. So anyway, avoiding that is the best possible thing you can do. So Bob Dylan says, yup, yeah, too relatable, right? Anyway, you gotta avoid that. Yes, currently doing that. Oh my God, my face. Yeah, it's a lot. So I wish you the absolute best. Goodness gracious. Thank you again for the tip. And then we got Leah Bug dropping $39.96. Thank you for the very generous tip. That's spicy nice. Saying that's 666 times 6. Oh, spooky. Thank you, Leah Bug. That's very nice of you. Saying, loving the return of Spooky Thursdays. Me too. And I'm glad I had the oomph to do it. I almost felt like I was a little too sleepy too, but I'm glad I pushed through, and I'm glad we're doing it. But thank you for the very generous tip. That's bonkers nice of you. And that's a pretty spooky number. Oh deal. So thank you. Hold on. We bought our house in 2016 and we're still not unpacked yet. That's wild. But also, Madame Trash Heap, life happens. So I get it. Yeah. In a new place with a quarter of my things and no idea where anything is. Well, maybe that's just human nature. Maybe we just got a lot of stuff. And you know what? Maybe we don't need a lot of stuff, but also maybe we do. Because maybe that one thing that you found that you're like, I haven't even used this in 6 years. Maybe you needed to use it tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so flippin' much. That is very generous, so thank you. The narrator. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path is a cabin. In the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. But I died. What am I doing here? I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Voice of the stubborn. Ah, that's okay. So that's the new perspective we're getting, having actually fought back against the princess this time. Oh, Melis Ween, thank you for dropping 10 flippant gift subs. Let's go. Thank you so much for gifting to Jace8980, Diz57, AO Crow, Oops, Freaking Moon, Carzy6446, Darian Maverick, Dayu Fang, That Witch Ann, and then Vexter0. Thank you so flippin' much, Melis Ween. I appreciate you. Goodness gracious. Thank you for that. That's very, very nice of you. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of what's the point of doing anything? And if you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. It sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Enough with the talking! We've got a fight to win! Nothing else matters! I couldn't agree more. The cabin, and your destined confrontation with the princess, awaits. Let's talk about this, princess. No, let's just go to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. This is indeed a new voice, Late Night Wanderings. Yes, voice of the stubborn we haven't had yet. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the principal is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there, so don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal, let's just get on with it already. Ooh, different kind of... Have we gotten this one before? No, it hasn't been quite like this before. The cabin seems to always change after the first chapter. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you as if trying to forcefully direct you forwards to your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. A wood plank here. See, even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Force the mirror, take the blade. This whole cabin is different than last time. Very different. Maybe that's because you actually haven't been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world's depending on you. Approach the mirror. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall, it's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. Screen. Again, the hand is spooky. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. There was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting. Take the blade. Nothing about the plank here, eh? Oh, I guess the plank, maybe it barred the door? I don't know. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The fierce voice carries up the stairs. Is that another challenger? Finally! It's been ages since I've had a good fight. This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. Whoa! She's like tiefling style now. Interesting. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. It says we can't slay her and have a good fight. That's true, Black Purist, that's true. Well, it's kind of guaranteed that that's our best option at this point, because clearly we're not really good at just finishing the job quickly. Magic Violet, thank you for the 100 bits. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a passing second thought. Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife too, yes? I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces. I'm actually here to free you. But this would let us tell the narrator, like, see, we have done it, but that doesn't seem to work much every time we do that. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive. Okay, that could give us some good info. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye! That actually sucks of us to do. It's like, yeah, I'll murder you when you're defenseless and chained to a wall, but not when you look really strong. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There, unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other forever. Couldn't have said it better myself. Right, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. But that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know what that would ever brought you two back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to parallel universe the second we die. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. Or, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. I don't want to lie. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you just said is true. I'm going to say that, yeah, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to be like, yep, it's true. Because the narrator has been very antagonistic to us, if you didn't catch the last time we played. I know. You and the princess have been talking about it. You don't have to be so snarky. You look different. You look exactly the same. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack, I guess. I don't want to talk it out too much. Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count all right. Yep. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chain snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. Ooh, she almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us? Oh, you actually don't get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try and trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead, or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me! Don't let it get into your head. Reincarnation or not, the world needs you to win. She's huge. That probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her. Strike her heart head on. I'm gonna listen to the voice of the stubborn, because that's who's guiding us this time. Let's do it. Okay, if that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push yourself off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. I'm not going to win if our weapon's stuck in her arm. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna do what the stubborn says. The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave. You finally get it, don't you? I do. Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other, forever. That's not what's going on. There is an entire world at stake here. Yes, and the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there. Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs and you feel them splinter. Damn, same spot every time. I would be livid. Go for somewhere other than the ribs. Cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine. But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the stone-cold floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you were fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. Said that you weren't fine, got him. Really doesn't matter. The princess glares down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to the pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison. You forgot this! As she tosses it at your feet. Aren't you jumping the gun a little here? We each died once. That doesn't mean we're immortal. Were you being metaphorical when you said that nothing exists outside of us? There's more to the world than just this cabin. I saw trees and everything on my way here. Don't you want to be free, though? Isn't there more to life? No, actually, I think I'm done fighting you. I don't think this is healthy. Pick up the blade and attack her again. I'm going to be stubborn. The stubborn voice is guiding us. I'm going to do the thing. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that to find purchase. That's nuts. You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a terrible single lethal blow. Wait. Does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over. No, it's not. We're just getting started. But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that. Well, are you going to listen to him or are you going to listen to me? Get up! Get up. Oh, wait. No, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open, and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive. I told you! I told you this wasn't over! What about her? The blade went right through her heart. What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine. No. She's dead. She has to be. No! Great. We're all luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect. The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade, still buried in her heart. We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again! She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet. You know what to do. Sorry. You know what to do. Again! But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart, of course. That's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I was wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? Never said I knew everything. Attack her again. With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess, aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage. And then we get back up. Yes. And then you get up. That was a good one! More! Slay the princess. You and the princess exchange oh god, this is getting gruesome. Dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fails the other in the same moment. And you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all going to be okay, isn't it? Isn't it? But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone. What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place? Did we do this? I didn't think we had it in us, but I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything. Far from it. We're still here, and she's still here too. The princess stumbles, and her body slumps. I feel so tired. I feel you, buddy. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. She's gone. Where did she go? We try and find her. There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? Excuse me. Now this is us talking to the hero. We can tell them that it's okay and that we've been here before. I might just say, approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess. The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in a long quiet again. So this is the in-between runs area that they call the long quiet. It's pretty spooky. Where were Jaybird? That is deeply funny. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. I am a growing chorus of contradictions. Actually, hold up. I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at anyone is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. How can you stand to be a contradiction? As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Does it make you resent me? No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. Or, yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. I'm gonna say this one because it does seem to be less intense once we're like in it. It does seem small from here. And the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special. What do you think of this vessel? This one yearns to grow, struggle. Even now, I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for. Let's see here. Do you still not care what I bring you next? I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. I'm ready to go back. I will be here. Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess. And we're back to round 1, where we get to start anew. I'm excited to see what we have next. Alrighty, real quick, I am going to read out a few more tips because I'm definitely behind, and I don't want to get too far behind on that. So thank you very much for everything, y'all. I'll be right back to it. Amateur nail art dropping $24.69. Nice. Thank you so flippin' much. That's bonkers generous, and I greatly appreciate that a lot, you generous mother goose. Okay, Leah, I don't know how many rounds there are, and I don't really want to know, personally, because I want to be surprised. I want to question every time, is this the end, or is there more, you know? Excuse me. Good old glasses. There we go. Hi, Damien. So excited for more Spooky Thursday. Hell yeah. Thank you very much. Also, still working my way through the Baldur's Gate 3 stream, so $24 for VOD 24 that I'm currently on, and 69 cents because nice. Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you, as always, for the fun streams. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, Amateur Nail Art. It's fun for me, too. Even if I'm a tired fellow, I still enjoy doing this, and it's always a major highlight of my day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Funny Farm Felix subscribing for the first time. A very spicy Clever Coop, welcome to you. Thank you for being here. And Amateur Nail Art, thank you for the generous tip. I greatly appreciate it. We've got Hyatt's Forest dropping $16.69. Nice. That's my birth year. I'm a vampire. Thank you very much, Hyatt's Forest. Appreciate you saying nothing super special to say. Just chilling and trying to get rid of a headache. Ooh, headaches are rough. I'm such a baby when it comes to headaches. I know people who have migraines all the time, but for me, if I have any kind of headache, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done. Just saw the Devil May Cry show trailer, and wow, Damien does have Dante's hair down. Are they making it? Did they make a live action? Or are you talking about the anime? Because damn, there's a show. I want to do something on that. That's super cool. But thank you very much, Hides Forest. I hope you feel better, because that super sucks. I feel like there's always this like instinct in Netflix new anime show. Oh, that's so sick. Excuse me. There's always this like instinct to be like, oh my gosh, take a Tylenol and drink water and make sure you have vitamins. But like, you know it already. You already know. You already know. So I wish you well. It's the same thing as when I'm like, you know, oh, I'm not feeling too hot. I'm feeling kind of sick. And someone might be like, oh, drink tea and have soup and have vitamin C. It's like, because you got to say something. You want to show that you care. But, you know. So, you know, drink water. Technomancer, thank you very much for the tip. I appreciate you a lot. That's very nice of you. We got Riven Rose War dropping $3. Thank you very much, Riven Rose War, saying, if you check your post box soon, you've got a special booster waiting for you. Better than Duskmorn. Oh, that's wild. Thank you. Did you mail me a COVID booster? Do I have the new vaccine? No, thank you very much, Riven Rose War. That is very, very nice of you. Better than Duskmorn. That's crazy. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice. I'm definitely checking my post office box soon. Is it a booster seat? Yeah, a booster seat. Yeah, a booster seat. Probably for the cats. Probably for the cats when I drive. So I can take them on little trips. They hate the car. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Kira Delaney dropping $5. Thank you very much, Kira Delaney. Don't worry, y'all will hop back into the game soon. Kira Delaney saying, hi, Damien. I just wanted to ask that if it's allowed to bring like different drawings to conventions for you to sign, or maybe if you have to get a specific print. Managed to get Comic-Con London tickets. Hey! So I wanted to draw something for you. Hope you're well. Kira Delaney, that's so exciting. Yay, hooray. I look forward to meeting a lot of, you know, members of the Hoop there. That's going to be awesome. My first trip to the UK. So yeah, when I'm at cons, obviously I have prints to like sell and sign, but if somebody comes up with a personal item that they've brought to, I can sign that too. No problem. That is a-okay. No problem whatsoever. But thank you for asking. I look forward to that. Yay! Yay, hooray, cool! Cool, neat, awesome! Thank you. And then finally, I'm going to read out one more tip before I hop back into the game. We've got Katya Rose dropping 25.69. Nice. Thank you very much, Katya Rose. Appreciate you. Oh, it's Nuka says, whoa, you're way more friendly than I thought. Nice to see a refreshing personality. That's a kind soul. That's very sweet of you to say. It's Nuka. Welcome to you, first time chatter. I appreciate you. Yeah, was it just that you thought anybody who would be streaming would not be as nice, or what do I give off like kind of vibes? I'm curious. My feelings aren't hurt either way, but welcome on in. Katya Rose, thank you very much for the very generous tip. Saying, got pretty low spoons today, but so happy to be around for Spooky Thursday. I'm happy you're around too. And you know what? I've got low spoons. You've got low spoons. Let's do it. You can do this. We're here. We're gonna have some fun. You never give off grr vibes. You know, just D247, sometimes it's different from person to person. Like when I was, you know, I used to be on an improv troupe in college, and, you know, somehow this conversation came up and someone was like, well, yeah, I mean, you are kind of intimidating sometimes. I'm like, me? And they were like, yeah. And then someone else was like, yeah, you do come across intimidating. And I'm like, how? And I think it just depends group to group. So, you know, though back then I exercised a lot and I was like a beefy boy, but I just mean like, I don't know. People have different vibes with you, and that's how it goes. But anyway, yeah, I feel you on that. My spoons have been low lately too. Like I said, my energy level has been really low after I had COVID like a couple months ago now. And it hasn't gotten better, and to be honest with that has like bummed me out kind of a lot. So the past few days, especially the past week especially, I felt I felt like pretty low about feeling low, and that's kind of its own cycle where I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'm too tired to do anything, but I can't just go back to sleep. You know, it's nuts. So anyway, thank you. We'll get through it together. It's Nuko says, kind of nice to say my expectation was kindly smashed. I didn't think you would read it. That's so funny. So I'm just changing your expectations all over the place. That's how it goes. To be fair, sometimes it can be face shape. I have a high resting B face quotient, and people think I'm annoyed when I'm just blank. Yeah, I guess that can be fair too, you know. And also back then when I was talking about that other conversation from back in the day, I didn't know I was ADHD. So, I don't know. Took a long time to recover to somewhat normal energy levels, and it was my first time with COVID. Yeah, maybe that's, I mean, thankfully, it's not officially long COVID until you hit like the 3-month point, and I think I'm at 2, so I've still got time. It's just, I feel like, you know? I'm just a little eager to get back to feeling good, but, you know. Can't pause life if you can help it. Alrighty. Thank you very much for the tips, y'all. I do see that more have rolled in. I will read them out when I can. I just don't want to get too far behind in the game. I'm going to do probably one more run tonight. We'll see if I have the spoons for it. The long damage hit's different. Yeah, for me, it's just been sleepiness. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. Now, I'm curious what it would be like to be completely silent the whole time. Like voice of the silent or something like that. Excuse me. Silently continue to the cabin. You make your way up to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Proceed into the cabin. Voice of the passive. I wonder what happens if we're silent but we don't take the knife. The interior of the cabin is entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and the walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. I'm gonna just enter the basement, no knife. Silent but undeadly. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, I'm just a guy. Forgot to save last time. There we go. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp with ancient wood, blah, 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 blah. Hello? Is someone there? It's hypnotizing. The kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. Continue down the stairs. Again, silent. Wonder if it's like total pacifist if we're silent, but we don't. It's not even going to matter that we're here. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. Oh yeah, she's got the puppy dog eyes this time. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here. Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Oh, I can't be silent. Shoot. Shoot. I'll see what I can do. You're only making this more difficult. Thank you. Thank you. You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart. I'm guessing you don't have the key. Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to a chain somewhere in that cabin. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Okay, I'll be here. Good luck. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Someone there? Just gonna return to the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, we didn't even try. It's like, it's probably locked. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in. Did you just say you're in? I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice. If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together. Girl dinner, girl dinner, girl dinner. She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it's made its way down here, but if there's time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. See, now I'm curious, because we've gotten to this point before and saved her. I don't think we've ever gone back and tried to stab her after this. I'm gonna slay her. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! Every other time she's dodged! Every other time she's dodged, there's been some kind of crazy battle. Okay, that's crazy. Sorry. Is it gonna be the voice of the opportunist? I don't know. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bastard. You lying to me this whole time. The voice of the deceitful. Oh, okay, there she is. The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator. You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that could possibly save you from me. I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely been threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. Not so sure. Don't waver now. Scream! As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs, the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Excuse me. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. You can still turn this around. Ooh, kind of cowardly, but let's do it. This is a weird twist for us to go and say just we're going to run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Oh, wait, no, but she's already locked in there. I mean, we're locked in there with her. Maybe if she hunts us down to the top of the stairs, it's going to be like voice of the prey. Voice of the weak. Just running away after stabbing is funny. Yeah, we're kind of going to go a cowardly route with this one, I guess. The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you getting out of there. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is, she's so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table that once held the blade. I'm sorry, she just chewed through her own wrist. You think you're gonna be like, IKEA table! We have to put the Svensson in front of the door and we'll be fine. Okay. We can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door. I know you're still there! Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Not gonna actually scream, I have a voice booking tomorrow. I'll be dangerous. And it's probably a good idea to try and get back outside. She sounds terrifying. Like less of the princess you saw and more of something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind. When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget it. Oh, forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight. Sounds like she's not getting... It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't. I'm just gonna ignore her and go to sleep. Just be like, ooh, pretend I'm not here. Turn off the lights and shut the door. Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you don't pay attention to it. I don't think that's true. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. Oh, I just actually got chills from that. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar. Finally, the door turned into a jar. Its lock broken and the table shoved out of the way. I don't see broken windows. I think we're going to turn around. They're going to be right behind us. Where is she? Woo! Okay, again with the chills. Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement. You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs, then head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course, but I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them. So helpless, I can take my time with you, And I. Oh! She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity. Excuse me, one step at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one. Or maybe I can take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together. Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left. I'd say better luck next time, but we both know that this is the end. Don't. Be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Wow, so we've really made her a monster in this one. Woo, I'm excited. So if you're just joining us, there's always 2 parts of this, and it very much depends on your choices. It's always a new one every time. I've never seen this before, so very excited. Yeah, we've definitely made her something extremely rough. Really quickly, just so I don't get too far behind, I'm going to read out 2 more tips. I'm going to get back into the game. We got Forrest Not Gump dropping 369. Nice. Thank you very much, Forrest Not Gump. Saying, hey, dude, I'm finally getting my semicolon tattoo to celebrate 4 years clean from self-harm. I love that. Trigger warning real quick. Self-harm for people. It's just bringing up the topic. But tattoo celebrate 4 years clean from self-harm. I love that. And I'm very stoked for you. Congratulations. You should be extremely proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. That is truly incredible. So thank you for sharing that with us, because that's truly massive. It's my first tattoo, and I was wondering if you had any advice. Yeah, Forrest Not Gump. Just take care of the area very well. Listen to the person doing your tattoo. Listen to them. Listen to them. They're going to know what type of ink they're using, the kind of techniques they're using, and how best to take care of it after. Excuse me, historically, I've used a substance called Hustle Butter. I know it's a terrible name, but Hustle Butter, and it's helped things heal up really well. There's only one time when I didn't really use it that much, and I didn't like the result as much. I don't know 100% if that has anything to do with it, but yeah. I will also say don't use Vaseline. Vaseline is petroleum jelly, and anything like that that is artificial is supposedly not great. Lucky Rabbit's Butt says, I love Hustle Butter. Well, there you go. That comes from the rabbit's butt themselves. So I wish you well, and yeah, take care of it. Don't go out in the sun too soon. Really baby it for a bit. But congratulations again. I'm stoked for you. And what a wonderful way to celebrate your massive achievement. Elias dropping 25 flipping books. Thank you very much, Elias. Always wonderful to hear from you. Thank you so much. Saying, hey, Damien, you want to know what's funnier than 24? My 25th birthday. Happy 25th birthday, Elias. That makes me so happy to hear. It's been a minute. I know we haven't heard from you as much, verbally, but I know you've been in the chat. So, Elias, wonderful to hear from you. Happy 25th birthday. It's a truly great year. Enjoy it. Don't rush anything. It's just a perfect year to be alive. Been a while since I've tipped because I've been saving up to get a PC, which I finally have. That's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, and again, you never have to tip, but I'm stoked to hear from you. Been addicted to Baldur's Gate, and I'm mentally preparing to start Elden Ring. Lol, wish me luck. I wish you the best of luck. That's huge. Congrats to you. A great time for gaming. I also hear Space Marine 2 is incredible. I've been considering checking that out. Reminder for anyone who's just jumping in, I do have a sponsored stream next week. I will share what it is later once everything is signed, sealed, delivered, but it will probably be about an 8-hour stream or 2 4-hour streams, but I'm thinking probably 8-hour stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then I might also do a Magic the Gathering unboxing if that interests anybody, because I definitely spent too much on pre-orders for the new set, and I'm like, what if some of it was for streaming? That could be fun. But Elias, thank you very much for the tip. Congrats to you, and welcome back to chatting. And finally, I am going to read out one more because it's really, really quick, and then we're going to hop back into the game. It's Forrest dropping 666 box, and 66 cents. Spooky! Saying just for spooky time. Thank you very much, Hyatt's Forest. That's one spooky forest. You guys, you don't think this game has any ghouls, do you? Nope. That's my favorite thing to do lately, and I've been doing it a lot. So thank you very much. Hi for spooky time indeed. And then hi, it's Forrest is also gifted a sub to It's Nuko. Welcome to It's Nuko. Thank you very much. And Ugly Toenail, thank you for saying those sweet words. All right, let's hop in. We're here to slay her. Okay, I'm just gonna be like, okay, no. Actually, on second thought, I'm thinking I don't really like slaying princesses. Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Voice of the paranoid. Oh, shh. What if he hears us? That is a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shh. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all. Gulp. Time for us to get out of here. Turn around and leave. You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray. Okay, well then we're gonna go to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. It should be farther. I'm going to point out it again. It's distance. She will lie. She will cheat. And she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, Tuatha is dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Let's go. Tuatha, thank you very much. Oh, that's actually real spooky. Tuatha, thank you for gifting to Banhart, MG Terror, Hey Jesse, Summa Scientia, and then Butterfly Swift. Thank you very much, Tuatha. Appreciate you. That's very kind of you. Welcome into the newbies. Welcome back to many of you. The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out, but if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. Yes, so deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. I'm going to approach the mirror again. Nothing has ever happened from us approaching the mirror, but I'm going to do it. Walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. Talking about? This isn't a wall, it's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. Wipe it clean. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. I'm gonna take the blade this time. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I think the princess is either going to look absolutely horrifying this time, or it's just going to be pure darkness and it's just 2 eyes. 2 little dots of light sticking out. Or maybe a bunch of different eyes. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Yeah, apparently Alexa never told you it was I don't know. Is it going to be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Can we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. To the basement. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. I knew it! It's gonna be Pure darkness void. It's gonna be Kingdom Hearts submit to the void. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're transcending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh. Oh, they are blinking. Yup, okay. I was right! Eyes in the darkness. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs. I didn't think you'd come back. We're going to have a lot of fun. You and I. Okay. We need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us. How hard is it to throw a knife? Can't be that hard. Then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise, she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is enough to even do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Or step off into the void. Ooh. Stepping off into the void seems like a pretty immediate way to die. Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you oh, the tinkling musical, like doo 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 doo, tinkle tinkle tinkle. Okay. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. Are they all stairs but on their sides? A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving. I mean, there's immediately eyeballs right here, so. I wouldn't give it too much if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because I thought you go. I'm going to find you. I mean, we're trying to find her, so, right? You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you. Oh! There you are. I told you I was going to find you. As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it? And you brought a little knife with you. Cute. There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this. I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break. Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, nail, hair, hips, heels. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body approaches death. Okay, whatever you're doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after the last time you killed me? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We could be friends even. That's what someone in a horror movie says when they're immediately about to die. You know, we could be friends. Yeah, you know what? I actually like clowns that make balloons in the sewers. And they're like, really, Jordy? I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Oh, facing your fear is kind of crazy. Okay, let's get out of here and unleash the nightmare together. That's kind of awesome. I kind of want to go with that one. Because we're obviously not going to kill this thing. I'm going to be like, yeah, let's leave. Wait, I have an idea. Let's leave. What? No.
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving and... Oh, the voice of the paranoid did something and I missed it, sorry. What did it say? Do you really think you can wrest control away from us? This body is barely functioning as is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, nails, hair, hips, heels. Boom, 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 boom. With a flick of the princess's wrist, she's the stairs slide back into place. Can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You wouldn't trust a car. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to show a lack of trust, and we've already tried to kill her once. I'm just going to step onto the stairs, even if that screws us over. Hey, go ahead and cancel me. I get to step on the stairs, okay? I don't care who does it. Go ahead and cancel me. You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now, remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart. Thank you. And you'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important. And you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. I'm at least gonna try the door. Look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world. I think the door is locked.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Try the door. Oh! Princess power! Yeah! You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shh. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart? Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Okay, thanks. I've got it. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. You're terrible at this. I know, but I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this guy. Don't trust him. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody but ourselves. But I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say. So whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best. The only option you have worth taking. All right, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally. That was awful. I don't know how you do it. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door.
Veronica, open the door. I'm gonna leave the cabin. I'm not gonna slay her. I trust her. Honestly, this is the face of someone I trust. Mothman Murph dropping 500 bits saying, any woman that makes you put your body in a manual instead of autopilot is a keeper. And I've always said that. Thank you, Mothman. Thank you, Mothman Murph. Welcome. Absolutely. Can we not fight anymore, please? All right. Leave the cabin. Oh, I just got an achievement for letting my terrors loose upon the world? Great. The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. You're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? Rhetorical. I'm not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short, violent, and full of passion. And all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there? There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people. There is a warmth and a sadness in the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. Do you think that anything out is real out there? Do you think that we're real? We are. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But something cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist. Do you have thoughts on this vessel? This one is filled with sadness, a doll abandoned in the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her home. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? No. Their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? He does, but I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. No. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? If I did, I would already be awake. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be sinking. A final multitude. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you. There is no waiting forever. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what. I will be here, waiting for you.
Spooky. The hero and the princess. Exciting. There's only one more left, but y'all don't be mad at me. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy, and it's getting late for a lot of y'all too. I see people talking about it in their specific time zones. We gotta wait for one more. We're gonna have one more. So we're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. That being said, I am of course going to read out everything that has been dropped in tip chat and everything before end of stream. Thank you so much for your patience tonight, and thanks for hanging out. I cannot wait to continue with more of this. I'm gonna read things out while we're here. Why not? Just gonna make myself a little larger here. There we go. Big me. That is awesome. Oh my god, I'm loving this game so much. So very artsy in a very good way. We have got Musical Mayhem dropping $5. I appreciate you, Musical Mayhem. Saying, hi Damien, just wanted to send some love before my pain meds kick in and I fall asleep. Lol, I had my last wisdom tooth out on Monday. Okay, yep, I know that dance. And have been catching up on your Baldur's Gate playthrough to keep my spirits up. Hope stream goes well. Thank you, Musical Mayhem. I hope you're already asleep. I hope you're sleeping well. I hope the pain subsides soon, and I hope you are doing a-okay when all is said and done. Don't get any dry sockets and all that good stuff. First time watching, saw you on YouTube. Thank you, Calico Kari, or Kari. I appreciate you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. And 1 miles per hour, thank you for complimenting the voices. I really appreciate you. I'm not asleep. Oh, Musical Mayhem. You should be. You should be. Well, I hope you fall asleep soon then. Mitochondria dropping $10.69. Nice. Thank you very much, you generous Mother Goose. Saying, celebratory dono because I finally took the jump and signed myself up for therapy today. Hell yeah, mitochondria. That is awesome. I love that for you. The one bit of advice I have is sometimes it takes a long time for you to actually like start therapy. You're like, I'm gonna find someone, and then you do. And then when you do, you're like, oh, I don't like this first person necessarily. And then you don't stick with it because you're like, you're sort of turned off to the whole experience. Not every therapist is gonna click with you. Stick with it. If this first one doesn't, you gotta go on to the next one ASAP. It's been a long time coming, and your openness about mental health has honestly really helped. So thank you for helping me take that step. Much love to you in the coop. I'm beyond honored, but I think you should be absolutely stoked for you. I think you should be stoked for yourself for sure. Wayward Jaybird, no worries on that. Nah, I think we're gonna be good without that, but thank you very much. Mitochondria, congratulations, and I'm stoked for you. I think, yeah, you know what? I haven't scheduled my next therapy session yet. You just reminded me. I'm gonna do it. Thank you. We got Lemony Drew being a very generous Mother Goose as well, dropping $35.69. Nice. Thank you very much, Lemony Drew. I appreciate you. Saying, I just graduated software school. Hell yeah. So feeling celebratory. Thank you for cultivating such a fun, safe, spooky community. Thank you. Your streams in the Clever Coop are always the highlight of my week. I love that. Thank you so much, Lemony Drew. Congratulations to you. That is also huge. Graduating from anything that's an extended like goal that you have to really work through is huge. So congrats. I don't know specifically what software school means. Are you coding? Are you being experts in a specific software? I don't know, but either way, that's a huge achievement, and I'm very, very stoked for you. So major congrats. Thank you again for the very generous tip. That was very nice of you. Everybody, please give a spicy Clever Coop welcome to Valen's EXP. Appreciate you for subscribing for the first time at a tier 1. Let's go. All right, we got Michelle Freaky Miller dropping $16.66. Spooky. Thank you for the generous tip. I appreciate it. Y'all, whether it was sub bombs or tips, tonight was very generous, and I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Yes, coding web development bootcamp. Oh, got it. Yep, that's always going to be extremely useful. I love that. Michelle Freaky Miller says, I will probably be asleep when you read this, but thanks for bringing Spooky Thursdays back. Oh, my pleasure. I'm stoked that people have been enjoying them as well. It's been a grand old time. We put Halloween out at my store 2 weeks ago. Customers don't like it that much. Summer's not over yet, but it was more for us than for them. Lol, love to you in the coop. You know, Michelle Freaky Miller, I think a lot of holidays tend to skew earlier and earlier, and I think Halloween season makes me happy and full of joy, and gets me excited for just living in the time that I live in. So, I say go for it. If it gives everybody at your store joy, whatever, y'all have to spend a lot of time there. Oh wait, hold on. You put Halloween art on my story. Yeah, if that makes you happy, you guys spend a lot of time there. The people that are customers only pop in and out. So just reminder, next week, y'all, there's going to be maybe like an 8-ish hour sponsored stream. So keep your eyes and ears posted for that. I'll announce it on my socials. I'll announce it in the Discord. I might do a Magic the Gathering unboxing stream of some collector's boosters. Because again, I spent too much on pre-orders and I'm like, why not make some of it streamable? That should be fun. And then we got Fluffy Cloud as our last tip of the day, dropping $5.69. Nice. Thank you very much, Fluffy Cloud. I appreciate you. Let's see here. We got Fluffy Cloud saying, loving the stream so far and appreciate your voices and chat's chill vibe. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. This week has been rough, chronic illness wise, but I was brave and contacted my doctors and set up appointments. Also, I'm excited to see you in Ventura soon. Thank you so much, Fluffy Cloud. Yeah, I'm excited for next week. Anime Wonder Ventura next weekend, Ventura, California. I will be there with a normal old sign-in table per usual. Thank you very much. And yeah, it is brave. I think it's difficult sometimes. I may not have chronic illness now, but I used to deal with it back in the day, and it's hard to set up those appointments sometimes. You can sort of like, you know, it takes so much energy to get through the day that you're like, screw it, I already got through the day. What more can I do? You know? So I wish you the absolute best, and I'm stoked that you set up those appointments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I'm gonna read out the resubscribers as I always do, but for now, I'm gonna call that a stream here. We're gonna play this again. Stream gonna quit. Yes, I do. Boom, done. Thanks so much, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. I'll read out the resubscribers like I said, and then I'm sure we'll send a raid on already. But yeah, thank you. This was a lovely stream. It was a great time. I love meeting so many new folks today, and thanks for being back for Spooky Thursdays. I kind of want to bring it. I mean, depending on how it goes through the Halloween season, I might. I want to bring it back year round. We'll see, because I used to do it year round. All right, so these are the resubscribers that keep coming back month after month. Like I always say, you don't have to tip or do anything like that. It's always appreciated when people do, because it helps support me. So I thank the people when they come back month after month. So everybody, please give a spicy welcome back and thank you to Topher13 for their 27th month at a tier 3. Topher, thank you so flippin' much for that. I greatly appreciate you for that extra chunk of support. Wait What 891 for their 1-year Cleviversary. Wait What, welcome back. Thank you so much for a year of support. Here's to 28,000 more. We got Ty Tick Guy for their 8th month, Rain Jensen for their 6th, Liz Jean for their 5th, Baby Legs for their 8th, Drew Me This Way for their 11th, Megan TD for their 5th, Chocoholic Mama for their 9th. We got Blue Lotus for their 44th, Alicia M for their 9th at a tier 3. Let's go. Thank you very much, Alicia, for that big ol' extra chunk of support. Appreciate you a lot. Hi, it's Kai for their 22nd, Lindley or whatever for their 6th, Many Rainbows for their 25th, Pulch for their 40th, Darling Nikki for their 11th, Daydream Emily for their 9th, Kareem 3W, or maybe Cardimu, for their 8th, Kaelia for their 8th, Lee B for their 4th. We got Pam with a bunch of numbers for their 13th, Gracie B for their 7th. We got Jadra for their 6th, Joey for their 31st. Hell yeah, good to see you, Joey. Orphan of Gwyn for their 10th, Musical Mayhem for their 6th. We got MJM for their 2nd, Cosmic Hannah for their 3-year Cleviversary. Let's go, Cosmic Hannah. Thank you so much. You get the Golden Moogle carrying cake in the chat. Thank you for 3 flipping years of support. That's crazy. Thank you for not being sick of me yet. Thank you for supporting so constantly. It's made a massive difference in my life, and I can't thank you enough coming back month after month. And with that, thank you to Katya Rose, Demo Nacho, and River Nuri, all for helping me carry those blue cakes in the chat as my blue cake reinforcements. They're very heavy. They're made of tungsten. Kayla Macaroni, you as well, and Elias. I thought you might be there, Elias. Haha. Thank you, all of you, for being the blue cake reinforcements. We've got Solar Flare for their 35th at a tier 3. Solar Flare, thank you for that big ol' extra chunk of support. I greatly appreciate you. It's Amber for their 45th. Always Lively for their 18th. Liz Ann is Learning for their 8th. Kira Jean for their 3rd. Dark Princess for their 18th. EVMC for their 1-year Cleviversary. Let's go. Happy 1 year. Thank you so much for that. Same to you, Miss Mausoleum, for their 1-year Cleviversary. That's wild. Thank you so much. Crazy that it's already been a year. Greatly appreciate it. Zona Sunshine for their 2nd. Cause I Am Batman for their 44th month. And then finally Catty Girl for their 3rd month. Thank you so flippin' much. Oh, and last minute amateur nail art is gifting us up to Lana Ryu Laneru. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Y'all, this has been a lovely stream. Thank you for making it so lovely and nice and wonderful. Like I said, I was so tired. I almost didn't stream, and I'm like, y'all made it so worth it. Seriously, I greatly appreciate you. Let's see here. Who are we gonna raid tonight? Who are we gonna raid? Okay. Danny Phantom is doing a drinking game with Dead by Daylight, and I want to play Dead by Daylight on stream at some point. So let's go extend a Dead by Daylight olive branch situation here. So let's raid with more like friendship light, LOL. Okay, so this is going to be our raid call. Copy paste this message that is now in the chat. Here we go. And we are going to raid Danny Phantom EXE. Clever Coop, as I always say, whether you that's not Dead by Daylight. Oh, he's the killer. Got it. Whether you tip, you subscribe, you throw bits my way, or you just support me by watching with your eyeballs, I so appreciate you. Oh, I already clicked raid. Oops. Whoops. Well, goodbye, everyone. Sorry. Goodbye. I'll be back. Bye.